Hi, my name's Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Range Rover Sport, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. This is a 3 litre SD V6 HSE Dynamic. It's 2020 on a 20 plate, has done 13,217 miles, 2 registered owners from new, fuel economy, urban 35.8 miles per gallon, extra urban 44.1 miles per gallon, and combined is 40.4 miles per gallon. Has a 0 to 60 time of 6.8 seconds, a top speed of 140 miles per hour out of a 302 brake horsepower 6-cylinder 24 valve engine. Yeah, it's magic. High pressure headlamp wash, black grille, black badges, black grills in the bonnet and the wings, your front parking sensors in this panel here, and these, they remind me of Iron Man's helmet, could be just me. 5 split spoke, 22-inch alloy wheels with Pirelli Scorpions on. We've got power folding door mirrors, keyless entry, keyless go, full glass panoramic sunroof inside. We've got side steps, the door and sill protectors there, rear privacy glass, the integrated rear tailgate spoiler, wipers up here. Also there's kind of little vents there. I'm assuming that's designed to keep the back window clear. Your reversing camera there, power open, power closed tailgate, nice flat loading area in the back there with the roller blind. Got a spare wheel in there, not an inflation kit. Again, the reversing sensors in the back bumper and the twin kind of aluminium, brushed aluminium exhaust tips. Absolutely mint in the back here. Perforated leather. The leather looks really supple and beautiful. Got a rear centre armrest, 2 cup holders and a little net there. It's got these magazine flaps at the back, which I prefer to the nets, because the nets, people always end up sticking bottles in them and then they go all saggy and horrible. So that's really nice. The twin stitching around the seats, it really is lovely. We've got Meridian sound system, which I'll play for you later, which is, again, if you like music, it's fantastic. But the car's just lovely. The outer seats are heated. There's 2 5-volt USB charging sockets there. You've also got a power socket, your own vents at the back here. All really well made, really well manufactured and designed, and everything's matching. Little brushed aluminium trims around the speakers, the door handle, the window switch, the unlock switch. I'll just take you for a ride in it. So that's the new Range Rover key. Foot on the brake, start the vehicle, and then tuck this somewhere. Now it used to, it still does fit nicely there, so that's all right. Car's going in for a service to Land Rover tomorrow. How much am I looking forward to driving this car? Well, I had my COVID booster jab yesterday, and I felt all right up until about 3 o'clock this morning, when I woke up freezing cold and shivering and aching in every part of my body. All my old football injuries and so on, and brakes killing. And I honestly don't think there's another car that I'd have thought, yeah, I'm gonna go up in the freezing cold on the fells and video it. But this is a 20 plate Range Rover. I've never driven one before. It does have the new center console and the controls here, which Anybody who watches the videos will know that I like buttons and switches that click. And before, I always thought that the Range Rover design team were probably a bunch of farmers with hands like mine who wore gloves and needed to switch things on with the gloves, like that guy out there. See that guy out there with his dog on his quad bike. That's who rounding the sheep up. That's who I thought designed these. It looks really nice. It does. You know, there's no denying it. It looks fantastic, but I just prefer the old style buttons. Right. We've also got, which is the best thing, they should do away with all this audio equipment. They should keep the Meridian speakers because they're brilliant. But here we go. If I plug my phone in here, there you go. It's Apple CarPlay. That's the best thing. Just uses your phone. You can then talk to your phone, use Siri to ask it to play anything or take you somewhere, and that mirrors your phone. It's got everything. Spotify, WhatsApp. You can send text. It just by voice. It reads text to you, so you don't have to do anything. You don't have to take your hands off the steering wheel or anything like that. I mean, that looks pretty good. In all fairness, there's the stop-start off. Of course, you've got settings. It brings different stuff up your screen. Your heated seats also, that's switched on here. If you press the outside circle in, that's the temperature control. Press it again, and you can move the seat, but get it back on quick. On the dash, you can choose what you have in the center. Again, that's from the menu button here. Info panel, layout, units, display, trip counter. Let's have a look. Driver assistance, that's your sound. Show warnings, passenger airbag. Let's have a look. Trip content, but I want to go back to let's just go back and leave it alone for it to. See, that's touch as well. You know, I'm clicking it, but you can move it with your finger like that. It's like a mouse pad. It grates on every fibre in my body to have a mouse pad in a car. It's, you know, I mean, the suspension in this is absolutely fantastic, but red setter is an unusual sheepdog. You know, if you're using that as a mouse pad and you're going along these bumps, you're gonna be switching all sorts off. If there was an ejector seat, a passenger ejector seat, you know, they'd be away. This, driving it up here, every time I get in the newer shape or the updated Range Rovers, I think they can't improve them anymore. You know, they're as good as it can get, and then they do. For it here, that there, it rattles you to pieces in a normal car. It's really, really bad, but you know, no problems. Absolute no problems. Good clear display, commanding position, commanding view of the road. We've got heated front screen, that's there. That's on the main display. You don't have to find anything. I was in a car a few weeks ago, and you know, you had to go into the display and find a certain display to, like you do with the seats there, to get your heated front screen. And well, it didn't have a heated front screen, your heated rear screen, and it's just too complicated. We've got cruise control here. I'll wait till we straighten the wheels up. So there we go, that was a cattle grid. Click set, that's it. One touch, cruise control, absolutely brilliant. I'll just tap the brake there, knock it off. 3-position electric memory seats for the driver and passenger. Seats are very, very comfortable. Big front central armrest, adjustable front center armrest as well for the driver and passenger. Let's just get around this corner before I start messing around with switches. Click that again, it's another, I don't, these are all things that when they're switched off, they're just covered in fingerprints. You know, if you were a germaphobe, you'd never get in the car, but it's really, really nice. Just click back there. There you go, you've got your Apple or your Google Maps and Apple Maps, whatever. That's what's playing on the audio, the Bluetooth audio streaming. Got Bluetooth hands-free obviously as well. Just try and think of something else. Give these Meridian speakers a test. Certain death corner, we'll just wait till we get round here. There we go. Let the birds take off. Whoa, go up, miss. This must be a roadrunner. I bet there's a coyote after him. Come on. That's it. We're away. No pheasants were harmed during the making of this video. The torque on this thing just fires it up the hills. We've got paddle shift on the steering wheel there, up and down, down on the left, up on the right. You can knock the gear selector over there, change down like so, and up. Oh, also, right, again, a little bit too complicated really. That, when that's down, it's in auto. If I click it up, it brings up this screen, and then the kind of 2 lanes going into the distance. If I click that, the dashboard goes red and it's dynamic program selected, and it sets off like a scolded cat. Wow, these are good. I'm just going to put it back in normal. I don't need it in dynamic. It's also got auto terrain selected now, showing you in the right hand side. On the right hand side you've got your digital, well, it's an LED screen, or perhaps even a TFT screen, one of them fancy screens, and you've got rev counter in the right hand side. In the centre it tells you what gear you're in. At the bottom it's coolant temperature. Again, in the centre you can have different displays. At the moment it's got, I mean, I always like it on this, even though I know where I'm going. Like here, it's just showing you we're coming up to a bend, if you were the type of person who wanted to just like clip the apex on each bend, you know what's coming. Left hand side, you've got your speedo, analog around the outside, digital in the centre, and then at the bottom your fuel gauge. Look at that. I always, Range Rovers, honestly, it's like going on holiday. For me, it always reminds me of going on holiday. And you like here, you're going up the runway and turning, waiting for the other planes to take off, and your pilot sets off up the runway and he just sets off fairly slowly, and then all of a sudden he just guns it, and you know, you're shoved back in your seat, and the next thing you know, you're airborne, which is something we're trying to avoid in the Range Rover Life. But this suspension is fantastic. So come up here in other cars and you can feel every little bump. Again, another cattle grid. Right, what record? Hey Siri, play Barnes Courtney.
To do that, you'll need to be online.
Well, do you think he had enough room there? Right, we need to be online. Well, we don't need to be online because I'm going to stop. So that's how smart you are, Siri. So we're out in the country again. I don't know why I do that. It gets me every time. Get somewhere where I can stop. Nobody's going to run into us. Just here. Looks good enough. It's in park. Handbrake. Right, everybody happy. Nobody reporting me. Let's see, music. Your library. Barnes Courtney. Padley Drum and Boy. Fire. That's what we want. Right, hang on. Let's turn it up. Sadly, I can only play a couple of seconds, otherwise I'll get copyrighted. But you'll have to take my word for it. That sounds awesome. Also, probably never noticed, but when I'd not locked it out, that's why. When you lock the vehicle, the blind comes over. So one of the things with the pan roofs is sometimes you come back to your car and it's sunny and it's absolutely red hot in the car. But with this, again, I'll just pull up over here and just make sure it does it before. Here we go. Just stop here. So here we go. Park, stop the car, out the car, shut the door, lock it. So you come back to your car nice and cool. Come back, open the door, get in. There you go. Screen comes forward, no glare on it. best car on the road. Switched it off, haven't I? Your Apple CarPlay, your source, what it's playing through. I wish I had somewhere to go. I mean, it's a lot of money. Having said that, prices have been going up lately. We are trying not to pass everything on to the customer. We're working for even lower margins, and the suggested retail price for this, let's just, here we go, we'll do the hill descent. So hill descent on, it's gone green there, hill descent's come up, and just roll down the hill. So these, knock it off. You can go off-road with these, it's massive clearance, wade through very high water, higher than you'd want to go through, to be honest, but it'll do it. It'll do everything. And it's, for the size of the vehicle, it's very economical. And you know, I always go back to electric cars. What would you take if your life depended on it? If your life and your family's life depended on it, what would you take? You got a Range Rover up your drive and you got a Tesla or some other electric car. What would you take? You know, it's, whenever I go to Sorrento every year, and every year they always say, oh, Vesuvius is, you know, it's overdue for an eruption. I can't say I've seen many electric cars around Sorrento. Would you have one? What would you jump in? I know I'd jump in. And it wouldn't be an electric car either. If I needed to keep warm, I'd set one on fire. There we go. Ah, gentlemen. Put two wheels in the river. There we go, certain death corner 2 and certain death humpback bridge. He looked like he was going fairly fast. Ah, right, so vehicle, stop start off. Must be something going on today. All four-wheel drives. I would imagine there's oh, that's a strange colour Range Rover. It's one of those liquid crystal paint things. Change colour in the direction you're looking at them. No burger van today, sadly. What else is there? I showed you the path holding door mirrors, haven't I? This is like brand new. Crikey. Has anybody ever seen Jewel? I think he's behind me. I'm going faster than I want to go, really. And he's in a lorry. Must remember not to stop and go in a phone box. Lovely car. In the end of the indicator stalk there, if you click that, it tells you how you've been driving. All green bars for braking, acceleration, speed. And then the next one, date, trip counter, average miles per hour, average miles per gallon, instantaneous miles per gallon, and how far you've got to empty. So anyway, I'll finish the test drive there. Car's mint. It drives absolutely beautiful. You will not get a better driving car than this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.